Margaret River offers the visitor a choice of some superb accommodation, and we stayed at Basildene Manor, a magnificent homestead built with locally quarried stone and timber in 1912 by the Wilmott family, early settlers in the area. The delightful home is surrounded by beautiful gardens, showcasing Western Australia's unique flowers, and is just a few minutes' drive from the township of Margaret River. However, I was drawn back to the white sandy beaches and inviting crystal blue waters of Geograph Bay for my next adventure. An eco-diving experience on the wreck of HMAS Swan, which lies 30 metres below the ocean's surface, 1.3 nautical miles off Point Pekay, 20 minutes down the coast. The Swan was scuttled in December 1997 after 26 years of loyal service. So where are we moored here?
We're on the starboard quarter of the Swan at the moment. The mooring lies at 22 metres, 24 metres on the missile deck launch. And if you drop off the stern of the boat, it goes down to 31 metres.
Great. And conditions today, what do you think?
Perfect, perfect. Doesn't get much better. A light 5-knot breeze from the south. Visibility today should be about 20 metres.
Whoa! So what's this, a 5 miller?
5 mil wetsuit, yes.
5 mil wetsuit, which keep us nice and warm underneath?
Certainly will.
Great. So Doug, you've been down here many times. Where do we first get to?
First mooring line, we'll jump in, a giant side exit off the side here.
Yep.
Make sure you don't hit the tank on the side.
All right.
We'll float up to the front, down to the mooring line, which lies on the starboard quarter of the boat at 22 metres.
Great, sounds good.
Yep.
Okay. It's an incredible free fall to the final resting place of a once magnificent vessel. To dive, you will need an open water certificate, and to enter the ship, you will require a wreck penetration certificate. Both are available through Diving Ventures Dunsborough or other PADI-approved dive shop. I tell you what, the visibility is quite incredible down there. It's crystal blue, and I saw about 10 different varieties of fish, of about 80 that they have here on the wreck. It's quite incredible, and the water is not even cold. That's good, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Lovely conditions, yeah. Back on the mainland, I was keen to find out more about the many changeable moods of Margaret River. Now this is where Margaret River opens out onto the sea, and during the summer months it's only as wide as a cricket pitch. But during the heavy rains of winter, the river raises its level by 2 or 3 metres and then breaks out into the bay in spectacular fashion. I joined an international group of adventurers for a combined canoeing and interesting gastronomic experience under the skillful direction of our bush tucker tour guide, Maureen. The diversity of bush tucker has only recently been discovered by white Australians, but was known to the Aborigines for centuries. We arrived on a little island, and Maureen introduced us to some of the rich variety, finer points and preparation of bush food.
On buns?
Tea tree.
Tea tree. Very good. There we go.
Maureen set out the tantalising fare, ranging from witchetty grub paste, damper and bush tomatoes, and informed and entertained us with her knowledge of the amazing variety of delicacies available from the bush. I sampled bunya nuts, the fruit of a native pine, that can be eaten either raw or roasted over the hot coals of a campfire.
So when I pass them around, if you want to eat one, or you want to wear it, or want to paint your face, feel free.
Our culinary lesson finished with the preparation of a gourmet emu and salad sandwich garnished with grub paste. Okay, so this little island here on the river, just tell me, how was that? This floods in the winter,
It
you
does,
said,
yeah. Well, how it was actually formed, what it actually is the root base of a giant melaleuca tree. It's about 2,000 years old, and it's offshot all these other little baby trees.
So it looks like hundreds of trees, but it's all just the one.
Really just one. We're actually standing on this spongy bit here. We're standing on a covering of the root base. And what happens, because these trees produce tea tree oil, when the leaves drop down on the ground, nothing grows here. It's like a natural antiseptic. So you can see it's just a little covering of dirt and the leaves, and it's formed up over the years and made this spongy platform.
Coming with us? On the other side of the river, we abandoned paddle power for a hike through the bush to tackle the steep climb to a prominent vantage point high above the river.
Excellent.
Now, this is Margaret River, which flows from 150 kilometres inland through the farmlands and the jarrah forests and the vineyards right down here to the Indian Ocean. And the first family from England settled here in 1850. And just behind me is a little island with melaleuca trees nearly 2,000 years old. So we've had quite an adventure today. We're caving, we're walking up the hill. Why do you do something like this?
I think because of the challenge. It's not something that I would do at home. I don't get the opportunity to go walking in the bush, to see all the wildlife, canoeing down a river. I wouldn't dream of doing that at home. So it's a brilliant personal challenge, and it stretched me a great deal.
The hike took me back to the rugged scenic coastline for one last spectacular Western Australian sunset over the wild waters of the Indian Ocean.